Well, hello and welcome to my channel this afternoon. I am going to present to you this afternoon a very particular kind of song. Now, normally I don't introduce songs the way I do with this one, but I'm going to do it with this one because it's an African song. And it's got a very peculiar kind of African sound, especially in the guitar work. And I wanted to introduce you to this. Personally, I find the music very nice. I do come from the African continent myself. I am South African. So I like and I understand this kind of music. And I thought I would share it with you. Now, what makes this music so unique is a thing called a pentatonic scale. And that's basically what I wanted to speak to you about today. I'm not going to give you a very in-depth description of what a pentatonic scale is. I will leave links in the description area that will give you more information and send you to videos that can teach you a little bit about the pentatonic scale. But anyway, pentatonic, the word pentatonic basically comes from, I think it's the Greek word penta, meaning five, and tonic meaning tonal. So you get your five notes within an octave, that you play within an octave that gives you a certain kind of a sound. And you get major scales and you get minor scales. And there's another pentatonic scale, it's called the heptatonic. Actually not a pentatonic, but it's called the heptatonic scale, which is like it's got seven notes per octave. But we're dealing with the pentatonic scale today. And you get these pentatonic scales are used throughout the music world, Western music, in jazz, rock, classical, blues. You hear it all the time. And in fact, if you're listening to blues music, you can hear a very distinct difference between black blues and white people who play blues. A lot of people can't listen to white people playing blues. They prefer to listen to black people playing blues. It's because of that pentatonic scale, that tone that we perceive with our ears. And then you get pentatonic scales which give you the unique sounds of the East, the Japanese, Chinese. It gives you that unique tone that you can hear. Sometimes you can perceive it and you can hear it, but you don't quite know how to explain it. And then, of course, you get the pentatonic scales that deal with African music. It's the one that I'm the most familiar with, and I've actually got a very nice story that I want to share with you about my husband and his use of the pentatonic scale when he went to South Africa with me, and he ended up playing with a band of township musicians, and I was astonished at how he picked that up. But anyway, I'm going to be playing for you a song called Din Din Wo. It means little child, and the singer is Habib Koité. The name of the CD is called Muso. And Habib Koité he's from Mali, so he's going to give you that specific sound. Now, I'd like to just tell you a little bit about that particular song. It starts off with this very talkative guitar. Within 10 seconds, you get what sometimes they call it a snap or a break in the music, and you get the drum, the percussion just comes in. It comes from nowhere. And in this particular song, once that percussion starts, it drags you all the way through that piece of music. It's very cleverly done, and on top of it, there is a very dramatic bass line. It's very simple, but it goes on all the way through this particular piece of music. And over all of this, you hear Habib Koité with his chatty little guitar talking all the way along. You hear it sounds like a chatty little guitar. Now, some of you might like the sound, some of you might hate it, but anyway, I'm going to share it with you because it comes from my continent, and that is the purpose of why I make some of these music videos lately, is to share things with you so that you can learn how the different sounds in music affect music the way it does. Well, I think I'll go ahead and play it right now, and I certainly hope you'll enjoy it. And I will not come back after this. I'm just going to let the music play, and then I'm going to leave it in your hands. So I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
Ine kita. Kumbula muna. Naman tratulaja. Abenali sasa.